guys, I'm HP, this is Dr. Pink, and today we're gonna talk about street blues guitar studies. What is this? Before we get started, make sure to subscribe to my channel, hit the notification button, and also join the HPCrazy Guitar Academy with a free member account or a premium member account. So what are we talking about today? Typical street blues guitar. You sit there alone with your guitar and you try to make a show there and sound cool with just one guitar playing blues. So that's what it's about. How you do that. 1, 2, 3. Stuff like that. In this tutorial, I'm gonna make some studies for you that you're able to sit there with your guitar and improvise this stuff. This was purely improvised. I didn't even know what I was playing. So, but till you get to that level, you need to have a few, elements which you really practice, which give you the security that you can really carry a blues like over 2, 3, 4 chords and still sounds interesting and that's still groovy. And that's what this tutorial is about, And therefore we make a few studies, and at the end, hopefully when you practice the elements or the modules which I showed you, you're able to do the whole thing yourself and probably make some bucks out there playing street music. Let's get started. Alright guys, we are playing a blues in A normal 12-bar blues, the standard blues form, meaning 4 bars of A, 2 bars of D, 2 bars of A, 1 bar E, 1 bar D, and 1 bar A, and 1 bar E. Are we using the most simple possible chords, but you can also take other ones, of course, but I want to make this tutorial available for everybody to so we take the simple chords. A, I just take A5 here. For D, I take D7 here. So we have here 5th, 4th, 5th. And for E, I've just move up 2 frets. Okay. So now we're going to play a rhythm pattern. And we need to memorize this and first practice the rhythm pattern. Meaning we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1. So we use the time from count 4 till 1 to play some kind of entry phrase, and then we play a rhythm pattern. I'm gonna show you the most simple possible one, and we're using the A minor pentatonics here in position number 1. We really try to keep it simple now, okay? I know you can do lots of more stuff, but since we're doing now rhythm studies and pattern studies, we keep it as simple as possible, but you still can make it more complex. So the most simple way to start is 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, and 1. So you play 2 8 notes, and on count 1, this is the last note. 3, 4, and 1, and then comes the rhythm pattern. 1, and then 2, and 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, 4, and 1, and 2, and so that's the rhythm pattern. And the filling lick or pattern is 2 8 notes on count 4 and on count 1 8 note as well. Then we just go to the pattern. Okay, so doing this pattern, you can make it more complex. So 1 and 3, 4, and 1 and 2 and 4. You can improvise. So See, I'm using the same rhythm pattern, but now I try to be creative, but always using the exact same rhythm pattern. That's where we're going for. First, do the simple thing, 4 and 1 and 2 and 3, okay? And then you try to play through the whole form. I'm gonna do that for you now. Just with some simple stuff, just with this one pattern. So 3, 4 and 1 and 2 and... And now we change and now we're playing the whole form, so meaning of the 4 bars we change to D7, then we would change back to A7, and then to E7. I'm gonna play the whole thing for you. Always the same pattern. As I said, 2 8 notes on count 4 and 1 8 note on 1 and on 1 end. The bass note of the chord which is at that moment starts, okay? So 3, 4, 1. See, now I played the whole pattern through, but of course that sounds boring. But you need to have a basis which keeps us safe in the whole thing. Now we want to fill out this little space which we have with more stuff. Now we put in a triplet. What is a triplet? Is 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2. This is triplets. So like something 3 4 3. It's now the same thing, but now instead of 2 notes on 4 you play 3 notes, and when you mix this with the 8 notes before, it starts to sound way cooler. Let's see that. I'm gonna mix it up now. 3. Okay, so that works pretty cool. Now we need to also want to have some runs for the more advanced players among you. You can also add, instead of triplets, you make double time. That will be sextoles. That will be 6 notes per beat. So 1, 2, 3. Pretty fast. It works with pentatonics. You can make it as hammer on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 3. See, that's the most, or you can make a 1 note, but that's not really cool because you won't have a run. What really works nice is this little lick here is a sextole lick. So 5 8 5 8 5 5 5. 1 2 3 4 5 6 1. So here we have a pull off. So 3. You can make a rake to start this. Now the other. Okay, so this also works with sextoles. Now when we mix this up, it already sounds pretty good. So let's check that out. 8 notes, triplets and sextoles. 3. Okay, now we don't want to play this pattern all the time because that's also boring. I mean, it's like in the kitchen. If you want to make it cool, just be creative and make different elements. So like on the final turnaround on E7 to D7, we just play chords. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So we can just play chords. And then we also need to have the typical blues ending phrase. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3. So that is the final phrase, which probably all of you already know, is any note on 1, and on 2 we have triplets here. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. You just move down. Triplets. From 9, 8, 7. And then we jump directly down to E7. Triplets again. 1. And we end up on count 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. We don't want to stay down here because all the time it's a bit boring. Then we take E7 and take the upper E7 here with the 11th fret and here with the 9th fret. So let's put everything together. And now we have a full piece, 3 simple elements, and you can be really really creative with that. I mean, the rhythm patterns and the rhythm motifs are really simple, but you try to make music with it, bendings, slides, vibrators, all that stuff, that makes the big difference, okay? So, and also dynamics, of course. And let's do that now. 3, 1, 2, 3. So on. An additional element which also works is just building up a thing. I mean, the stuff is really simple. Three rhythm patterns which you can expand like this, and creativity is really cool, but also dynamics is really important, and the groove. So feel the groove when you play 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 1, 2 and 3, and the whole thing is already happening in your head, okay? It's not only, I'm just playing the chord now, but the whole thing, the main pattern is always moving in my head, so you can make 3, 4. Also make it these dead notes. It's always the same pattern, but I'm reducing it to the minimum. I'm still doing the groove here. And the form is in my head. Also add lyrics. stuff like that. That makes the big difference. The thing is really simple, but your creativity, your dynamics, and your joy of playing, and also your groove. People should see your groove and that you're really into it, you know. Was really hard now also to teach and groove and all these things, but you know what I mean. Yo, that was now street blues guitar studies. This is how the whole thing works. Of course, you can add more material. You know, I was just playing pentatonics now. You can also add more material, like you can also add more material if you want. But for a cool blues, the groove is more important than playing really complicated. Keep it simple and keep the groove going on. That's the main thing to do. Good, what more to say? If you want to download the tabs of the thing which I played last, you know, putting everything together, it's available in the HPCrazy Guitar Academy. Please join there with a free member account or a premium member account to download the tabs and also the audio, how those tabs sound and stuff like that. Me and Dr. Pink are saying goodbye for today and see you soon, guys.